wanted to come on here today and just kind of go over a little bit about the differences between doctor's appointments, how they kind of used to be, and how they are today. So I've noticed a lot of differences over the years, especially since everything has went online. Even just the online of all our medical records, our notes, everything like that. So I remember when, you used to go to the doctor, the medical assistant would come in, they would take your blood pressure, they would talk to you, ask you your symptoms, they'd write it down, and then the doctor would come in, and then they would go over those symptoms that you told the medical assistant about. If anything that you might have forgotten to tell them, the doctor would go over that with you as well. But the doctor would be looking at you, talking to you the whole time, having a connection with you. Nowadays, you go and the medical assistant comes in, they have a computer, a laptop, or there's one in the office, and you tell them your symptoms. They are either have their backs to you, or they are like looking just at the computer the whole time typing. Then they take your blood pressure, they write that down, kind of look over you a little bit, and then the doctor comes in. Same thing. They either have a laptop or they're on the computer the whole time asking you about your symptoms. But you have to tell them your symptoms again. And you never used to have to do that because it was all written down. So you would think that since the medical assistant just wrote all that down in your notes, the doctor wouldn't have to ask you the same thing, but they go over the same thing with you again, and you tell them, and the whole time they're typing, and their back is either to you, or you're looking at the side of their face, and there's no personal connection there anymore. When you're going over your symptoms, you don't feel like you're being listened to when you're going over your symptoms with your doctor. And then the doctor comes and does a very short exam, normally just a normal routine exam, and then they try to talk to you maybe then, but still, a lot of times they still go back to the computer. They aren't looking at you. You're not having a connection with them. They used to have a connection with you when you went to the doctor, when you went to talk about your symptoms. And I feel like you were more listened to. And now, since it's all been computerized, there's that loss of connection because they're typing the whole time. They're worried about getting everything that you say. And they still could get everything that you said before because they were writing it down. And there's just a loss of communication and connection with the patients. And the patients are feeling really unheard, unlistened to. There's really just a big breakdown in the whole system now. And a lot of it started with putting all of our records and everything online. Now, I think a lot of the test results going online was a great thing. And being able to go over and see the notes of your doctor online was a great thing. But I really do think that they should still be handwriting some stuff when they're talking to their patients, and then putting the notes onto the computer afterwards or something, because it's really broke down the communication that patients have with their doctors and their healthcare professionals. And you don't have that rapport anymore with them, and it's really, really damaging to not only the patients, but I feel as if the way the doctors can help their patients as well. If anybody else has had an experience with this, I would love to hear about it. And I know that a lot of us still remember this and how the way that, doctor's appointments used to be, but there are some younger generations that do not remember that. And they are coming, they're going to be just remembering how it is today and that everything was online and just how they don't really have a connection with their doctor. So I think it's very important to get these videos out here to let people know that it hasn't always been this way, so that these younger generations know that, and hopefully we can get it better to where we have a better rapport with our doctors and a better communication for the patients, because it's very damaging to the patients, and for our diagnosis too, especially when you have something critically going on with you that could be life-threatening, or even if it's chronically, because it's really detrimental to your health to constantly have something going on with you and not being able to get answers because you don't have that connection and you're not being listened to. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much. Have a great day.